Hi, Karen from Quantum Heart Awakening. This will be a collective support reading. Okay, so today this message is centered around mission and what it will take for us to step into mission in a way that is sustainable for the long term. Right? We are here and our soul is working on and building this legacy of love on the planet. This also feels a bit like we are in this liminal space, right? We are not yet quite where we were, and we're not yet quite where we're going to be and who we're going to be. We're in this process of this rebirth. So during this time, and I do want to note that today is the first day of Mercury retrograde. Just wanted to keep that in mind. That we are still healing abandonment wounds within and without. We are being asked to forgive and to move through any remaining blocks to that love. We have done the work. We have accomplished a very large piece of this. We are closer to the transformation than we are where we were. We have 2 or 3 cards of blooming here. This idea of we've planted the seed, we've nurtured the seed, we've given it light, air, and water, and now we are just at that place where we're breaking ground. We are working on self-expression. We are working on communicating our soul's deepest truth. Now, it's very easy to think about this in an external way, but we are working on communicating our deepest truth even to ourselves. A big part of what may be coming up right now maybe have to do with potentially uncomfortable changes. These can come through dreams. These can come through... I'm getting a message here around some of you may experience adversity, and through that adversity, it's going to essentially shine a very bright light on your boundaries, on your relationship with boundaries, where you have boundaries, where you lack boundaries. Essentially, any experiences that happen or either are happening or will happen in this next, say, I'm getting like a month off of this, are a gift. You are being confronted with these experiences to call you to prepare for this next chapter. It's almost like a big life review. We are being asked to review, release, and rebirth something that is more in alignment with our mind, body, spirit. We are cultivating new love of self, new love of mission and purpose, new love of purity, innocence, inner child stuff. We are being protected from whatever we have previously deemed as adversarial, as toxic, as dark energies, as illness. We are being protected. And because we are protected, we may find ourselves in these positions that we said to ourselves we would never be in again. But nothing is an accident. And you may find yourself in this situation because you are different and you are being called to respond as this different version of self. We are accessing the magic of this journey. We are dismantling all illusions. In the unconscious, we have learning, we have expansion, we have heartfelt apology, and one journeys to the stars. Okay, one narrative is emerging here around, this is for some of you, do not wait for a heartfelt apology in order to take the next steps on your path. Honor what you need, drop into your seat of the soul, really figure out what you're looking for from that person, from that organization, that job, whoever you're waiting to receive this sort of validation from. Call your spirit back, honor what is present, and give that validation to yourself. Apologize to the parts of self that need that apology. Close those loops. Do not wait for this external apology in order to take aligned action. Some of you have made an association with this heartfelt apology that it will somehow give you the missing piece of your relationship with yourself. Do not outsource your self-esteem in such a way. Do not outsource your confidence. Trust your intuition. Trust your inner knowing. You have all the gifts that you need to review this and see clearly. Okay, yes. By polishing your lens so that you can see the highest and best possible interpretation of something, you are calling in abundance. You are calling in vitality. You are calling power back home to self. Pay attention to your dreams right now. I think I've said this several times, but I would keep a pad and paper by your bed. A pad and pen by your bed, or a journal or something. And just, again, ask yourself, before you even open your eyes, ask yourself, what was the overall feeling of this dream? And what was the most uncomfortable part of this dream? Or what was the most delicious part of the dream? A friend who works with dreams always reminds me that all the characters in our dreams could represent a piece of self. So then I would write this down. So then ask yourself, and you can go through each figure or character in your dream and say, what part of self does this represent? What part of myself does this character represent? And journal it out. Because undoubtedly these characters are mirroring a piece of self back to self. Okay. I don't know if I already said this, but we are anchoring this new love. And yes, for some of you, it could be a physical, external new love, a new person coming into your life that you will come into relationship with. It could also be, someone you meet temporarily who just reignites that love within. There's a new vibration of love entering your life. But in order to receive that love, we need to create space. We need to let go of everything that's blocking that love, of all the narratives and stories that told us that we're unworthy, that we are unlovable. It's time to take action, ground in inner knowing and intelligence. Sorry, that's not coming out properly. Hold on. Okay, allow your intellect to inform your emotional world. Combine these energies and allow this sacred process of coming back into equilibrium to take place. A lot of the This, excuse me. The majority of these energies here are not action oriented. This is a lot of passive energy, a lot of sitting back and reviewing what is in front of you, reviewing what is within you. And only when you can access your hell yes do you take the leap off the cliff toward your highest and best possible desire. You know, it's funny, what's not here, well, we have one innocence card. I keep staring at this card, your greatest joy pollinates the world. I think I've said this several times, but it's so difficult on this path to keep our play and pleasure in balance with the work. So honor if that has been difficult for you. Honor if you have done more work than play on this path. But now is a time where we're being called to really remember what joy feels like in our body. We are being called to remember what fun and pleasure looks like in our body. It may have been a long time for some of you. Try to think of at least one thing that brings you incredible joy and use that as a reference point to remember what it actually feels like, what joy embodied feels like. Okay. We are coming home by allowing spirit to activate these higher chakras. The more we allow to come in, the more divine truth we allow to permeate our mind, body, and soul, the more at home we become. That's really our only mission here, is to be the most comfortable, not comfortable, to accept self and to be at home within self. Okay, let's get some other cards. All right, what does the collective need to know for the highest and best good of self and the planet? What do they need to know about mission and purpose and pleasure? What does the collective need to know about joy? Blocks to joy. Oh, okay. Unknown gift. Get out of your head. You are more. You are more than what's going on in the mind. You are more than your intellect. Inner conflict resolution and victory. Yeah, I also keep staring. Isn't this card beautiful? Oh, it's on camera. You could see it. This card of learning and all these eyes. This is a season of being illuminated to many things, and we are going to be called on to activate our discernment. Anything blocking discernment, Spirit? Anything blocking discernment? Okay, it was service, but it came in the reverse. For a group of you, who are not answering the call, this is what's blocking your discernment and your intuition. Go after what you desire. Follow where your heart is calling. All right, anything else? Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. Didn't we have? Yep, we had throat chakra cards. We are working on living a life that is authentic to us and no one else, and surrendering the rest. We have the central sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, success, and the heart of source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, serenity. I'm going to put serenity right under the joyful card. Let's see what else we can get. I love this deck. It's beautiful. Okay. What would support this blooming? What would support the propagation of new life? We have alliance. Okay, so don't do this work alone. Reach out to community, reach out to friends, reach out to family. And even if you feel that you can't, that you won't be understood or you won't be met with love and kindness, surrender that as well. You don't have to, so many people tell me that, they can't talk about this stuff with their families. They just won't understand. Honor that. That's a discernment piece. But your families can still love you without knowing, every nitty-gritty detail. So allow yourself to receive while also using your discernment to how much you share of self. We also have specialization. Yeah, this whole reading is about mission, and I've said this before, a lot of you are healers. So as you come deeper into your specialization, as you specialize in your gifts, in your talents, as you really start to, comb out which is your flavor of divine mission, you will come deeper into comfort in the soul. You will feel more confident. You will be able to bloom as you take another step deeper. Okay, we have heat, we have balance, and we have reaction. Yeah, okay, so for those of you that still find yourself in very triggering situations, in very confrontational situations, that is your work, right? Dare to meet the moment and enter the moment fully, wholeheartedly, fully aware, awake, and open to what that moment can teach you. You're being asked to come into balance and take accountability and responsibility for self in that moment. The more we do this, the more we can hold back on any and all reactions, honor the space we need to understand what is going on and understand ourselves so that we can share a grounded, authentic response instead of this reactive, potentially dysregulated vibration. Yeah, on the bottom in the unconscious, we have dependability. So these, I can't say it any other way other than this is trial by fire. Quite literally, we have the heat card here. Trial by fire. The only way you're going to advance the soul is to get in the hot seat. You're becoming, this is in the unconscious, you're becoming a more dependable soul. We can't step into mission and purpose if if we don't prove to spirit that we are dependable, that we can be responsible with these profound energies. What else should we get? I just want to keep going. Yes, I haven't pulled these in a long time. Okay, is there anything else we need to know about joy, about mission, about honing our truth? Whoa, that went flying. Hold on. We have Dove, take a leap of faith. I'm going to put that under 3, 2, 1, jump. Yeah, again, just reiterating this message, you are not who you were. You have many more skills. You have much more perspectives. You have more ability to hold discomfort. You can, you're much more resourced. You have tools and people at your disposal. So you are not where you were. It's going to be different this time around because you're different. Anything else, Spirit? Anything? Whoa. Okay. All right. We have children. Know that your children are protected. This could also be inner child. That's how it's reading to me. Cherish memories of loved ones. Epiphany. Seek clarity. This seek clarity card for me is screaming again about this reaction versus response. Allow yourself to seek clarity instead of just reacting. Creative wonderment. Follow your passion, your greatest joy. We'll put it there. Moving forward, get ready for positive change. Aho. Get some Buddha wisdom. Whoa. Okay then. Anything else? Jeez. I'm just in a mood where, excuse me. I'm just in a mood where I want to take everything. Okay, give thanks for what has been given to you, however little. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Discernment. That's what that is. Discernment. The wind cannot shake a mountain. Neither praise nor blame moves the wise man. Master your words. Master your thoughts. Never allow your body and speech to harm others. Go beyond likes and dislikes. Free yourself from attachment. Set your heart on doing good. Do it over and over again, and you will be filled with joy. Got to put that under my joy card. Find friends who love the truth. Drink deeply. Live in serenity and joy. So many joy themes here. This is another piece of accountability. It's time to honor and recognize the limitations of the people around you. So many of us healers have spent so long in places where it's not possible for these people or your partner or your boss or whoever, it's not possible for them to see the true you because they haven't seen the true self of themselves, if that makes sense. So sometimes we have to honor and discern when we are barking up the wrong tree and exercise extremely wise discernment and choose a new path. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.